One thing I realized I didn't even know I didn't have yet was the DLC. So that would probably be a thing after this is done. So here we are. All I heard was, "What are you doing?" We just finished talking with Pretentious Mix. Hello, Aloth, you're almost dead. Pretentiousness and,
No problem.
no problem. Now we can't investigate this thing. I guess we could have a nap here. It's probably a good idea. You know what you can't access here? Your face. I guess. Let's make sure there's nothing in here I want. I have like gunk in my throat. Won't go away. I might be getting sick. It makes me sad. Properties of speed. Take those out just cause. Athletic of dexterity. Immunity to stuck. Gotta grab that thing too. It's an amazing hat, so why not? I have a few things to look at. I'm just gonna pull right out. Like I said, excuse my voice for a minute. It'll clear. It's because I had milk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked to What's-Her-Face, and then we have to go and find Theos.
Be cautious.
And beat the
Be
shit out of
constant.
him.
Sure.
I mean, say hi, and I guess go from there. Yes. That was convenient.
So, it's true. The gods are a sham that people have followed for thousands of years.
Sure. I'm still not too sure I understand what she told us. She's like, yeah, the gods are real, but they're not. But they're like a lie, and they were created by these guys, but they're real. But they're actually like not gods, but they are gods. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, doesn't that just beat all? Here I was, wondering all this time whether all these terrible things were people's fault or the gods. Turns out they might be the same thing. Wonder how things would have gone different 15 years ago if the Raid Sarens had been told their god was made in some forge or kiln someplace. Would we still have gone to war?
The people were starving, they'd have rebelled sooner or later.
I could see the rebellion still happening, but I don't know that they would have invaded.
He looks down at the ground, drumming his fingers against his side restlessly. When he speaks again, it seems half to himself.
I don't know.
I don't know.
When Woden left for war, we, had a fight. As brothers will.
What about?
About him going off to war. He was set on it. My parents warned him. They said you get a new country with every trip across the border, but your god, you only get the one. Me? I didn't know who was right. All I knew was I didn't want him to go. It's the same for families as it is for gods. You only get the one. I said every vicious thing I could think of, trying to change his mind. He brushed it off. Just got me madder, of course, him being so calm. He said I should come with him, but he'd understand if I didn't want to. I told him he'd better be able to face his god one day and answer for what he'd done. He said he'd keep that in mind.
I'll keep it in mind.
He was gone. By the time I'd cooled off, months had passed. One morning it dawns on me that my brother always knew better than me. If he was so sure of what he was doing, then I should be there with him. I packed my things and was on the road that same morning. Of course, what I didn't know then was he'd already changed his mind. By that time, he was dead on that field.
Wow, either one kind of makes him. Do you think you went to Widewind because of what you said to him?
Crossed my mind. You live in a place like Gilded Vale. You don't have a whole lot else to do other than think about things you don't want to think about. I hope that wasn't it. I hope he went there because it's what he thought was right. But it seems I'm not meant to know.
So if you'd left with him, you'd know why he changed his mind?
If I'd have left with him, we'd both be dead, so I don't know why I bothered thinking about it. I found my own way in the end, and it wasn't my brother's and it wasn't my God's. I don't know if it was right. But I couldn't abide what Widewind was doing to his own. God or not. I don't regret it. Whether Widewind was Aothis, well, it hardly seems to matter after what we just heard. And all these questions I've been trying to figure out. I think I just miss my brother. Still one more mess we gotta straighten out. Come on, then. I still owe you one.
His voice acting is actually not bad.
We've been lied to. Our whole lives, and many lives before that.
Alof, not so much.
And it's led us to put our faith in a pantheon of gods that never deserved it in the first place.
It's not bad, but... This is an outrage! This is wrong. Most people are fundamentally decent. That doesn't seem to be the case, judging by what's happened in this game, but whatever.
You're right. People would be better off finding direction on their own than following this farce. Besides, the gods haven't exactly done much to prevent us from slaughtering each other. If anything, they've only given us more pretenses for doing so.
Seems like that's all they've been doing of late.
I've also been thinking.
There won't be much left of Theos by the time you're done with him, if I know how you operate.
That will leave the leaden key headless. Perhaps it's best it stays that way.
Sure. Except someone else will, like, fill it, but
Then
whatever.
let's face Theos. When this is all over, I'll make sure that no one is able to commit his abuses again.
Yeah.
We're so dead. We're all gonna die. We're dead! We're all dead! Pork jerk sandwiches! It's dark down here,
I'm on the trail.
and there's a fart cloud.
Sure.
It's very gaseous. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta inspect this statue a little bit closer here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we note a rather sharp drop somewhere around here?
Sharp drop and a sudden stop. The edges of this look weird. I don't know how else you'd define it, but I'm sure there's another way. Oh, it's an arm! I thought his leg was up here, so I thought like his leg came up and was like up like this, and he was just holding it up. I'm like, because I couldn't see this back leg, so I only saw this one and this, and I'm like, what? Ring of searing flames. Touch it. It's very smoky down here. Combusting wounds. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at this armor. Neat. She wearing it right now? Oh yeah. No, she can keep that on. Compare that. That's not bad. Ma'am, do you have a proper hat? Really? What is this slut? Head slut. Oh, neck slut. I'm so silly. She doesn't have a head slut. That's so sad. Oh, I could put this hat on, but I really do love my hat. Like, this is my hat. This is my hallmark right here. I've had this hat for so long now. I just can't bear to part with it. Immunity to confused. That's interesting. Perception +2. Oh, I forgot he has Whisper of Treason. God. Oh, I suppose you could have this. Actually, why don't we switch hats? You give your hat to him. I mean, I am sad he's missing his giant pink pirate hat, but eh. Oh, that's beautiful. What does that deer or stag have, like, fangs? Look how sharp those teeth look. It's like a bear stag. I'm pretty sure someone just sewed antlers and some ears onto a bear and called it a day. Reflex bonus. Okay, I think we're in decent shape. Second chance on unconscious. It's very tempting, but I think I might keep this. Why is this? Oh, it's because I was waiting for the superb quality. Oh, I can't find that fucking thing, so... Let's just make his armor better for now. I think everybody's got rings. Yeah. I don't need the fiery one. Maybe that's a hint. I don't know. Justice. Kitty.
Yeah.
It's a fairly big map. There's something glowy here. Oh no, a cutscene. Oh, something happened there. Okay. Apparently I'm squeezing out a bunch of balls of light. Jeez. Had all that in me for that long. Just like shooting out of my head like a rocket.
Full of surprises, aren't you?
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at the size of this place.
Can you do that again? I had something in my eye. I missed most of it.
Sure.
Sure. Hi, I'm over here now. When in doubt, go left. I would turn up the speed, but I honestly have no idea what I'm going to encounter, so... just taking this one thing at a time. Boots of speed.
Laying low.
Oh my god, what is this thing? Anguithin Shade. It's a little upsetting.
Eh?
Hey. Hey.
Beat the shit out of it. Oh, there's another one. It's fine. Again, this guy.
Lava will be on sea.
Well, you're just gonna have to come over here then. I think you just did. You just died. These guys aren't as tough as I thought they were. I'm gonna get so confused with Eater now.
Get a good shot with
That
this.
ad. Oh, he did.
How may I help?
No problem.
No problem. This guy was like, oh, I thought this guy like was de-pantsed. He looked like his pants were pulled down. I'm super mature. Guardian's Dome. There's a dragon here, yo. There's 2 dragons here.
Time to see and not be
How
seen.
come I can't loot all these bodies? How come I can't investigate things? I can't. There's nothing coming up. Did I break it? Okay, well, whatever. What's this about? Oh, uh-oh, here we go again. Let's shake the screen. There's a oh, Jesus. Okay. First off, Shadow Drake. You know what it's gonna happen to you, Sir Drake. Something amazing once I deal with these shades. No, we're not running away. We're just gonna stay here. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna have you guys at the back doing some dealios that way. You are going to run that. No, you're here, so run that way. I just realized that these guys basically show who they're going to accost. Which is interesting. Here, I'll go over to the puppy. I didn't know that until now. We're gonna want to save those knockdowns for when I have them held. I think spirits are actually immune to. Are they immune to that? No, I don't think they are. I'm gonna regret this. Is mainly what we're figuring out. Actually, not that guy. This guy.
How may I help?
Oh, hi. How may I help you? Oh, I used it up. He's flying in here to do something really. Whoa! What just happened there? Something just. I don't even. Okay. Everything happened at once. You point your finger at them. Just start beating the shit out of this thing. You need to kill somebody for me.
The Faru.
Ooh. Yes. Eater, I have a job for you. There we go. Go for it. No, Eater. You must disengage. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, it's done. Sorry. Anyway. Puppies. San Pellegrina, go get this. Just smash them with a hammer. Yeah, you just keep beating the shit out of them. I'm pretty sure the cat's got this, but...
I'm ready. Let's go! Sure.
Didn't have anything interesting. That's disappointing. Can I look at this now? Chalky bits of bone break away between your fingers. Okay, it wasn't me. It was the game. That's pretty rare. Touch it. Shh. Bracers of deflection, eh? What do you get? Bracers of deflection. Spell damage multipliers are pretty good. Of might. I still love those gloves. I think those are the best item I've seen in this game so far. Though a few other pieces have been pretty hilarious.
Be cautious.
Be cautious.
Be constant.
Be constant. Hi. A whale? Oh, hi. Okay. The shadows in the caverns suddenly lengthen and swallow you. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you find yourself in the midst of what must be another vision. You're surrounded by mists. The ground feels springy under your feet. You imagine that as soon as you take a step, the soil behind you will erase all trace of your passage. As if on cue, the mists before you clear just enough for you to take a couple steps forward. You do, the fog closes behind you. You continue for several minutes in this manner, one step at a time, never seeing more than the ground right in front of you. Eventually, rays of light cut through the haze, and you find yourself facing a canyon wall. Rays of light cut through the haze. Rays and haze. Durance's head twitches as though a mosquito has flown into his ear. He swings haphazardly at the air with his staff. Something whizzes past you. Just as you turn, you catch another whir of movement. Out of the mist flits a shape, small and round, and you think you see another and another, and they tickle the corners of your vision. You turn back to the canyon wall. The sun shifts along its path in what looked like a smooth rock face in the hollow of the cave. A figure steps out, its features shifting and changing before your eyes. The figure transforms from male to female, from Orland to Almoa, its bones lengthening and its fur receding into its flesh. The only detail that remains constant is the smooth, eyeless face. Do you know what that reminds me of? Like one of those things you can get like from Spencer's Gifts that like change the image on the inside and it like warps the color. So it like changes through, it cycles through like all of the colors of the rainbow, and then it has like different images that kind of like go in and out of each. Never mind. The whizzing, rushing shapes from the mist converge on the figures. They form a spinning cloud, and you realize their eyes.
You understand the value of a mystery watcher. A buried scroll, a hidden truth. These are my ways.
Okay.
You unravel a thread, Watcher. One you have lost and discovered over generations. And following it to its end has only brought you back to the beginning.
Have I been here before? Your search for answers to your past has led you to another mystery, and one grander still. My goal now is to see the souls of Theos is trapped. Yes, but what would you do with them?
A nebula of souls, blind and brimming with potential. The answer to Woodika's question and the beginning of yours. What would you do with them?
According to Hyleia, it's possible to restore them to the Hollow
A song the world knows and tires of. The droning chorus repeated again and again. Better the improvised melody, the unfolding chant. The listeners sit rapt, and just when they think they have the tune, it changes again. Even the gods require fresh mysteries.
Grinning at you. Clouds break and the torrent of rain washes Whale's features clean. His blank face molds itself again, taking on the shape of something you've never seen before. Do not consign the souls to the fate of some god's choosing. You have found them. Now scatter them across existence, their destination known to neither god nor mortal. Let them be lost again, new answers to new riddles. See you later. Behind him, a sudden downpour has carved new caves into the canyon. What end would that serve?
No end, Watcher. That is the purpose.
What would happen to the souls?
None know. They could end up anywhere in the realms of gods or mortals, whole or divided. Discovering them again and charting their course through the ether will be a new mystery.
What's it with this place and pretentious shitheads?
That is a word for endings, and this is but a crossroads. Even I do not know what you would choose.
Shadows from the new cave melt and spread across the landscape, covering you in darkness. When the light returns, the vision is gone. Okay. Is this what happens when we touch glowy balls of light? I think that goes back to the beginning. Yeah, I just took a walk of souls. Souls! I'm just gonna quickly check down here that I didn't. Oh, there's a thing that. That's fine. We went around the long way. We took the long way home. Discovered court! I shall court these minions. Ah! Caught them with my blade! Those guys spawned basically on top of each other. That looks uncomfortable. Oh, look at their toenails! Ew! Haha, look at their faces. I wish I could zoom in more. They look like vampires. Like really particularly batty vampires. They've got like really long toenails and nails. Just some chunks of purple mixed in. These guys are having a party over here. Anyway, Puppy can go and shoot that guy in the face. And by shoot, I mean nibble. She can shoot him in the face. They really hate the puppy all the time. Like, the puppy is just... go get that guy. Aloth can throw a fireball over here. I'm sure that won't backfire at all.
Yes.
Whoa. These guys are kind of slow. I'm just gonna run over and meet them. Everything is on fire. Just how I like it. Whoa! Suddenly a dragon. Where did he come from? Alright. That just happened. Knock him down. He just flipped around. I love dragons so much. It's just so beautiful. Eater, it might do you some good to just deal with this for a minute. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, why is my hand so far away? Jeez. Like, I just realized that my hand is like fully extended and I'm like using my mouse halfway across the frickin' desk. I'm like, this is not necessary. How did we get here? That could be taken out of context. How did we get here and why are we doing this? It's because dragons are amazing. Let's do this and fire it right up your skirt. Just kind of smash somewhere in this general vicinity. Oh, did it not work? It must have resisted. That's so sad. It is the best. What the fuck? What just... What? What is happening to this dragon's body? Why is he flashing red? Is it because I had him selected? That looks so messed up. I didn't... Okay, whatever. It's just like, wait, what?
Can't help.
Let's go.
Get over here. Beat the shit out of this dragon. You're not very helpful. Okay. Your mom's not very helpful. That was not what I expected to happen. Throw the fuck out.
Eh? Let's go.
How many?
Gotcha!